Today we'll look at how you can create this cool text effect. You can start with a portrait like this and turn it into this. So first, how do you actually get these words? Well, I'm on this website here called wordclouds.com, and they have a nice tool that lets you generate these types of word patterns. You can choose the shape you want, so I'll select shape. I just want a square, so I'll choose a square. You can see the color schemes down here. You can change that with colors. I'll choose themes. I'll choose this one here with a white background, and I'll make sure the words are black. I'll close this. When you click on direction, you can change the direction of the words. I'll choose vertical and horizontal. There's all sorts of options you can change here. And you can paste words in that you got from ChatGPT or some other tool. Click apply, and it will use your words here. And once you have something you like, you can click file and save as an image. I chose HD and I downloaded it as a PNG. So now I'm here in Affinity Photo and I found this black and white portrait of a woman online. And I'm going to bring in my word list graphic. So I'll choose file, place, and I'll choose the PNG that I downloaded. I'll drag it here. We can always put it in a better place later. And now my image is in here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the blend mode of my image to multiply. So with my word cloud selected, I'll select the blend mode and I'll change it to multiply. Now depending on how you want the text to appear, you can also try inverting your PNG. So in this way you can see the words are black and the space between them is transparent. If you want to do the opposite, if you want to make the words transparent, you can go to layer, invert, and now we have it going the other way. So this is the way I want it to be, so I'll leave it like this. So I'm going to resize my text image here, and I'm going to try to line it up the way I want. I'm going to be splitting it down the middle, so I recommend trying to line it up so the words don't get cut off. Some of them will be cut off no matter what, but I want to have some of them be aligned here to the separation. So I kind of like this positioning there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mask off the left side of my words here. And there's just a little bit I need to get rid of. So I'll select the rectangular marquee tool. I'll draw the part that I want to keep over here on the right side, and I'll get it somewhere around there. And then I'll click Mask Layer. So I've got my text aligned how I want it. Now maybe you want to clean up around the eye or some other object around there. So I'll select the paintbrush, and I'll clean up the mask a little bit. I chose the color black. Let's zoom in here to the eye. And I want to reveal the eye. How you do this will depend on your image and how you want to clean it up. Now one thing we can do is give this text a little bit more of a 3D effect. And we can do that with a displacement map. So let me hide the word cloud for a bit. I'm going to duplicate my background layer here, so I'll press Ctrl J. What I'll do is I'll add a blur filter to this image here. And this is just a temporary change, and it's going to simulate depth data for our displacement map. So I'm going to select Live Filter. All the way at the top, I'll select Gaussian Blur. And let's just blur it a bit here. I think that's good. So I'm going to turn the word cloud back on. And then I'm going to add a live filter to this. So I'll click the live filters again. And I'm going to click Displace. Now we have to load the displacement data, so I'll click Load from Layers Beneath. And you can see it bent a little bit there. So let me zoom in. You can bend it in the positive direction or in the negative direction. You can experiment with what makes sense for you. I think the negative direction looks a little bit better on this one. So notice how our text is actually curving now. So I'll close the displacement options. And I can delete the blur layer here. So I'll delete that. And we're back to our original image here. But you can see we have a little bit of a 3D effect going on. Before, after. Before, after. And you could do some other adjustments if you like. Maybe you could slightly change the opacity of the word cloud a little bit. So you can just dial it down. Make it look a little more transparent. If you don't want your image to be purely black and white, you can add a little bit of a temperature change to it. So I'll go to Adjustments, White Balance. Let's just make it a little cooler. And here we have our final result. If there's any Affinity tips you'd like to see, let me know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.